Yes, yes, yes. Animal products for life. Grass-fed beef has B3, B6, B12, iron, selenium. I'm gonna leave a Healthline article in the bottom of this video, or underneath the bottom of this video, and you could pretty much live off beef for the rest of your life if you wanted to. It's got like everything in it to really sustain life in general. Um, Wilhelm, back in the day, one of the last true Vikings, the last true Arctic explorer, said that when they would go out with the men, they wouldn't even eat the organ meat and stuff of the animal. They would throw the organs to the dogs because nobody really cared for it. Nobody wanted to live off organs. That was the dog food. Let's get into this video. Star Brady. How many YouTubers do you know that are over 100,000 YouTubers? Not very many. She's got like 383,000 YouTubers. She's been vegan, vegetarian her whole entire life. She was born and raised that way. No longer vegan. She said in her story, which I'm going to link the video below, that she was out with family or something like that, and she'd always had some kind of small health problems, as well as other vegan YouTubers that she knows of, and she really didn't do anything to engage it other than the typical vegan way of addressing it. And she went out with some family, friends, whatever it was, and she had some fish, and she was really emotional. Woke up the next day. I guess she just got done in a relationship with some guy named Patrick that she's really attached to. And she'd been super emotional thinking about this guy and stuff like that. And she never really got control over her emotions. And she speaks of eating a grass-fed burger, and the next day all of a sudden feeling this calming, this controlling factor coming over her, to where she wasn't just abnormally emotional. She could actually control herself. Being vegan is fine if you're doing it in your own little window. If you're preaching to people that want you to preach to them, and you're not going out and you're shoving it in other people's face, nothing wrong with that. I just posted an article yesterday that basically stated there are too many hypocritical Christians out there that call themselves carnivore and keto people, but yet they cast stones. Romans 14:3 or something like that clearly states that you are not to go after somebody else because of their dietary choices. It's not your right to judge somebody or stop somebody for doing something. As a matter of fact, Romans clearly states if you're doing something around a vegan as a meat eater and you're making them feel uncomfortable, you should refrain from doing that and do that in your own space, because it's not okay to make other people feel comfortable, but that doesn't mean don't do what you don't believe in. That's just a little tidbit from what happened yesterday. There was a diehard Bible thumping Christian that I seen calling a vegan an idiot. She was calling a vegan misled and misinformed and all this other stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, you've got Jesus in your picture with a lamb in your arms, and you're casting stones at somebody else for choosing to do something that you don't do. You are probably one of the biggest hypocritical Christians that I've ever seen in my life. And then I go click on her page, and she's got verses from Corinthians and Proverbs and everything else just posted all over the place on her page. Like, literally, she comes across as the diehard Bible thumping Christian. Every single post is about Christianity, but then behind closed doors, when nobody else can see what's going on, completely different story. Called her out on it. I just called her out on for what it was. I said, you put on a show, but you don't live that life of the show that you're putting on. I'm happy for Star. I think no matter who you are, carnivore, keto, whatever it may be, that if you yourself feel like eating meat is not good for you and you want to try vegan, you should do it. No doubt about it. Just like Star has chosen to figure out what's going on with her health and try some kind of animal product because she's been listening to a lot of the podcasts from the carnivore doctors, keto people, carnivore people, ex-vegans, and she's seeing how it's changed their life. Search your journey out. Don't take other people down with you in the process, but search your journey out. It is your right to do that. And you don't need to worry about what other people think. Especially as a YouTuber. If you're a YouTuber and you're vegan and you're watching this and you're worried about what your audience is going to think, you're not living your life for you. You're living your life for them. Your audience will be there to support you regardless. You might lose some people, but they'll get over it. They'll move on. It's going to happen. There are plenty of vegan people that are going to go carnivore and keto. That's how it is. If carnivores get overwhelmed with having the animal products every day, what do they resort to? Keto. Once they've done keto for a while, what do they go back to? Carnivore. So it seems to be a good fit between the two because they can switch back and forth. Have the veggies, don't have the veggies. Have the veggies, don't have the veggies. And it seems to make people that don't want meat all the time happy. But I've never seen a vegan go carnivore and then back to vegan again. Other than crazy vegetable police. I was going to say something else, but I don't want to be super disrespectful. That guy's just all over the place. He's a completely different story. Or I've never seen somebody go keto, carnivore, keto, and then go vegan. They've got it kind of like a good mix of everything going on there. Star, if you see this, thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for being a great YouTuber. Thank you for worrying about your health. And just do you. Your audience will be there. All right, guys. Have a blessed day. I appreciate you.